My final word is your gut has been right this whole time. Stop outsourcing your intuition to people who benefit from your confusion. Girl, the responses were top tier. This one got a lot of heat. A man of faith.
Oh.
I'm not going to elaborate. If you know, you know. I know your ass got some stories.
I dated a man once who was a man of faith
and
was in a cult.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it at that. We started in New York City. Okay. So we were at the Schomburg and it was an incredible event. We're doing it live.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Welcome back. I'm so excited to be back. I miss you.
I miss you too. I missed our podcast. We took a week away and it seems like forever.
Yeah.
I feel like Mickey Dada.
Mickey Dada?
Mickey Dada.
Oh man. Man, y'all, we have a lot of pent up excitement because we haven't done the podcast in a week, but also I can't wait to hear all about this kickoff to the tour that you've been on for the best man.
Wow, the autoresponder is on. So we are out of office.
Put it on first.
That's right. Yeah, we got to put the autoresponder on. It's officially on. Welcome back. Welcome to all our listeners. We did not desert you. We had to take a week off because Jane Ellen, was on book tour and we could not record. We tried every possible way. It has been nonstop. So we are fitting this in between travel and everything else because we did not want to leave you hanging. We know there are our listeners. We are there with you. We look forward to this hour of power. We did not want to leave you without. So, hey,
what's your out of office reply then?
Well, I am officially on the road without access to email or telephone. No, really, when you're on the road, you actually do not have access to your telephone or your email. I've gone days without responding to email. So I am actually traveling without access to my email and regular access to my email and phone calls. So
yeah, because you're busy.
You're busy. Look for me. But look for me. Look for me on tour.
That's right. Booked and busy. I saw all the reels and the fans
aren't the
showing
recaps
up.
Cute?
Oh my gosh,
the fans cute. The best man fans have come out in full force and effect.
They did.
And it is so beautiful to see the community in every step that we've gone to. Oh my gosh. It's just, we'll talk about that more. What's your out of office reply?
Funnily enough, I don't have one this week.
But you are still out of office.
But I am still out of office because I'm actually going to travel tonight. I'm actually going to go hang out with my in-laws in Oregon. So I'm very excited for that. So that could be my out of office. I'll be in Oregon.
Maybe it's just like, I'm out.
Bye.
Bye. Sometimes this just has to be very simple and cut to the chase.
That's right. I'm not here. Bye.
Don't look for me. Don't look for me. I see you, girl, anyway.
I see you.
Because we got the transitions. That's my quick transition.
I peeped the transitions. Before we go into transitions, what is this color on your nails? I love this yellow.
So I was inspired. I was like, I'm going Nikki T style. I'm going to get nails. I was like, I was like, where am I going to go in Michigan? My mom goes and gets her nails done faithfully every week. And I was like, she's like, come with me. I was like, okay. I was like, can you do almond shaped nails? And I'm like, and we just need a color pop. Like we need a pop of color because I talk with my hands. When you be in front of audiences, I need someone's going to pop. And I was like, I need something orange. And then this is the color.
I don't this
see
yellow.
Any orange.
I know it's not orange, but it's a nice color.
It's not, but it just came about. So I was like, you know what? Sometimes things just work. You just have to let things work out, and they're working out on your behalf, and you're trying to work them out, and they're working themselves out. And sometimes you just have to let it go. And then it comes out like this was supposed to be orange, but how we got here, I don't know, but I do love it too.
That nail tech said no orange for you.
Yeah, it was like it's taking over. Yeah, it was in the spirit. Inspiration took over. It was like, no, I hear what you said that you wanted to pay for it, and I'm going to give you something else.
The nail techs be knowing though, because my nail tech Lee, she does that too. Sometimes she's like, no, that's not, you don't want that color. It doesn't look good on you. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It couldn't have been more. This was not what I picked. But that's why I was like, sometimes things are just working out for you. You don't even realize it. So thank you for that. And I have to say, he hand filed the shape. There was so much craftsmanship that went into this, actually.
Very nice. You know what? You know what? Next time, if you do choose to do that color, underneath the nail, you put red, so it feel like you're wearing like Louboutins on your fingers.
Oh, that would be so cute. Mm-hmm. Love it. You're the one day we need to go together.
Yes.
We need to do the nail experience.
Yes. When you're back in LA, you should come to my place. My place it's called Femme Fatale Nails on Ventura Boulevard in Studio City.
This is step one. When I turn in my new manuscript, then I had to get type length nails, but
that's right.
My celebration will be that I'm gonna get another longer, cuter.
I love it. Yeah.
That will be the celebration.
We'll celebrate at Femme Fatale Nails. Okay, so let's get into it. I see you, girl.
I see you, girl. So, I'll tell you my I see you, girl, which comes straight from the road. I just left DC.
Yes.
And in DC, I had the honor of being with my sorors at the 57th National Convention of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
That's right.
And we inducted several honorary Deltas. And let me tell you who our new sorors are.
Ooh, please tell.
I see you, girl. Goes out to Queen Latifah.
Yes.
She's a new Delta, newly minted soror. Danielle Brooks, Fawn Weaver,
love it.
Donna Brazil, Jackie Joyner Kersey, Janice Bryant Howrod. Now she is, if you've never heard of Janice Bryant Howrod, she's the founder and CEO of Act One Group, which is the first African-American woman to build $1 billion company. It's a personnel and recruitment services company. You know her name, honey.
What?
Yes, know her name. She's the first African-American woman to build $1 billion company. So that's just inspiration all day long. But I thought, let me drop this name and they'll drop a little tidbit in case people don't know the legacy.
No, and then that's a new name for me.
Yes, Swin Cash and Tony Towns Whitley, sorry. I need my readers, but I don't have them on. So, you know me and names. I'm like,
some recognizable names, some new names. Now, Swin Cash is quite a name. Who do you remember who
Swin Cash? She is? No, I have to look up Swin Cash. But if she's an honorary Delta, she is notable in her field.
Okay, sure. That's right.
Yes, she is. So it was over 20,000 members convening in Washington, D.C., and it was quite a sight to see. It was an amazing sea of red, crimson and cream, honey. Not red and white, crimson and cream. And we were there as a tour stop on the best. We actually signed books on the exhibition floor. It was absolutely incredible. Joy Reid introduced the discussion. Joyanne Reid. And it was moderated by Brandy Evans, who plays Mercedes on P-Valley.
P-Valley, yes.
She is so ebullient and charming and just such a wonderful sister. She was incredible. They just set it off. They set it off correctly. And we were there for 2 hours taking pictures, signing books, and the Deltas showed up and showed out for us. So thank you to my sorors. And it was an incredible experience. I've got on my cream, not my crimson, but my cream. My crimson's in my skin because I've got red colored skin, but you know.
Look, I naturally embody
I always have the crimson on me.
Right?
So
that's cool.
Yes.
I never did the sorority thing. And every time, whenever I see, especially the Deltas, like a celebration of some sort, I see these pictures and I'm like, oh man,
it's not too late. Grad chapter.
We'll talk offline.
We could talk offline, but it's never too late. And the sisterhood. The sisterhood is lifelong.
real.
Once a Delta, always a Delta.
It's real, and I always it did show up on my feed because I have a couple of friends who are also sorors of yours, and so it was just cool to see, like, every time y'all pop up on my feed, I'm like, oh, maybe I should do this.
It was awe-inspiring, and these women came out to handle business, and so I guess my ICU soror girl, but my general ICU girl goes out to perhaps all of Delta Sigma Theta, because it was quite a display in the capital, in the nation's capital, during the conference and the convention.
Amazing.
So
good for y'all. So. That's good for y'all to show up despite current events.
Well, so. It's because Delta show up to handle business. Okay. So that's what that's about.
That is awesome.
Who's your ICU girl?
Well, my ICU girl is the one and only Jenee Naylor. I've brought her up a couple of times. She's one of my favorite content creators in fashion. She's the reason why I consider myself stylish now. I found her during the pandemic, along with other content creators that are usually in the fashion, lifestyle, beauty space. And she really helped revamp my closet. Ooh. So she just launched her own brand called 12 p.m. Studios, which is the first up is sunglasses. She just launched a line of sunglasses, unisex sunglasses, and they are fire. Price point is, and knowing Jenee, the price point match what you're going to get, because she pays attention to quality. She's very particular about design. They're about like $125, $135. And each of the pairs of glasses are named after a stylish city. So like London, Milan, Nairobi, all that.
So I have to rock the Paris.
You have to rock the check the Paris out. I love Legos. There are shades that are called Legos, and they have gold frames, and then they have this black outline. I mean, they're fire. Okay, these glasses are fire.
I have yet to visit Legos, but maybe my first visit would be via sunglasses. It's like a whole outfit. It's a whole mood. When you put your sunglasses on, it's just a whole mood.
Word. Exactly. That's what it is. I think that's because she's known for having a very extensive sunwear, collection of her own. And so launching her own brand is not surprising. It's actually very on brand, but congrats to her and her husband, Josh. The site is now live. You can buy the sunglasses now.
What's the website?
It's called, it's probably 12pmstudios.com.
Oh, okay.
Also, the name of the brand is, it's, like I said, she's very thoughtful. So 12 represents I think that's the date of their anniversary. She's also
her
husband. Her birthday is also in December, and then PM for the initials of her mom's name.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right? That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Channeling Glorilla. Who beautiful. I saw in New Orleans. Yeah, beautiful.
I love her accent so much.
It's beautiful. Does everybody in Memphis talk like that, or is it just her?
I don't know.
Beautiful.
I don't know, but I love it.
Beautiful. I gotta practice.
For when you see Gorilla again, just be like, okay, hold on, give me a second.
Speaking of what New Orleans and Essence, what I'm on right now is book tour.
Yes,
I'm on book tour. So I thought I would fill you in, because we haven't talked, and then all of our listeners are basically, we all in conversation. We're all in one big group chat. So y'all, This is what had happened.
So tell us what had happened.
So what happened was, we started in New York City. Okay. So we were at the Schomburg, and it was an incredible event. And just from my perspective, it was so grand, because I during the pandemic, I did a virtual event with the Schomburg, but I've never had a book launch there. And it's in Harlem. It's such the place. And I mean, it's so historic, and all the great African-American writers, Black writers, and it's beautiful theater. and like 300 plus seats. And so when I got there and went into the theater, because I was the first to arrive, I was like trying to be on time and everything. And I got dropped off. My like driver, book tour can be very glamorous. Like there's some very like Carrie Bradshaw-esque kind of moment.
Yes.
And so my New York driver dropped me off at the, at the Schomburg, like all made up and ready to have this night. And I got there and the theater was just empty and you could just see all the rows. And it was so grand for me because this is my 5th book tour, 5th time launching a book, but by far the grandest. I mean, obviously the best man, it's Malcolm D. Lee's book tour. I'm a guest, but I'm a co-author on the book.
Yeah.
And I'm his co-author for the book. I'm sorry, not a co-author in the book. But it was just like being dropped like Alice in Wonderland for literary Wonderland.
Yeah.
And so the event was amazing. It was moderated by Bevy Smith, and the
how was
place
Bevy?
was packed. She is amazing. She is so brilliant and witty and quick. Like she just knows it's like she is plugged into the audience and can just manage the energy in the room effortlessly and seamlessly. And it's like she can play the audience as it was an instrument. Like she can evoke laughter. She can evoke, connection. She could evoke understanding. And between the interplay between the audience and the panelists, like she just was so good at navigating the whole experience. It was just lively. It was interesting. It was fun for me even. It went by way too fast, I feel like, but it was packed. And then Malcolm has along with Harold Perrineau and Morris Chestnut and Taye Diggs, they have a bourbon called Sable.
That's
there
right.
was a Sable after party, like a tasting. It was just lit. Like the music was just really fun. It was just fantastic. So New York owes us nothing. Was fantastic. We sold out of books way too early. We were gone. But it was so exciting to see everyone. And then we were off. My next stop was, I believe, Essence after that.
Yes. Wait, before you go to Essence.
Yes.
So the Sable after party, that was for you and the crowd, or was it just
everybody that was there who was over 21?
That's dope.
Could have be part of the tasting. There was a very delicious, I think it was a whiskey sour. It's a very delicious smooth bourbon.
Now, were they named after characters in the franchise or
the drinks? I think the drinks did have theme names, but I was too caught up in the moment, as you
should.
So we were taking pictures. If you see the recap, if you go to my Instagram, you'll see the recap reel. And I think Malcolm posted it. It's an excellent recap reel.
Y'all look like y'all had so much fun. And
you feel the energy.
What did you wear too? You gotta you gotta talk about what you wore.
I had on a nice sweater, kind of a cream colored short sleeve sweater top thing with a brilliant, like gorgeous purple, like royal purple and gold African print skirt. That's an homage to Ghana and Accra, where Robin was living. And we spent so much time and focus really trying to bring the location alive in the book. And it's really a character in the book. So I really wanted to pay homage to that location and the location as a character in The Best Man at the launch. So it was a long floor length, just brilliant skirt. And
awesome.
a very simple top to just let the skirt be the center of attention.
So were there any special guests at this one? Or was it just you, Malcolm, and Bevy?
And Bevy was definitely a special guest.
Bevy was the guest.
Bevy was the guest. Bevy was everything. I just loved, oh my gosh, I loved her energy so much. She was so much fun. So yeah, it was popping. And then my next stop was Essence. So then we had an incredible, there's a lot of talk about the Essence Festival.
Girl.
This was my first time going, which the irony was, I was looking, right? I was looking I was like, where's the zip line? There's no zip line. Malcolm's like, there's not going to be zip line.
That was a movie.
I was
not
like,
real.
What? So I was, yeah.
Aww.
So, but I mean, I was on the convention floor. I did a recap of that too. I posted on my Instagram. So all the stuff you can see in little videos. But I was just, it was awestruck because it was beautiful, beautiful sea of people. The BeautyCon was there, the exhibitor floor. But what was, I don't have anything to compare it to. But what I will say was poppin' in Poppington was the author's pavilion, honey. Like, you cannot go to Essence and not go to the author's pavilion. It was curated, hosted by Mahogany Books, and sponsored. Penguin Random House sponsored it, which happens to be the publisher. Storehouse Voices, which is an imprint of Crown, which is part of Penguin Random House, is a publisher of The Best Man Unfinished Business.
Right.
And they did a sponsorship. They brought all the authors. We had a panel. It was Malcolm. It was our editor, Chelsea Johns, for The Best Man Unfinished Business.
Dope.
And it was me, and it was Kenny Ryan.
That's right. Yes.
That was my first time meeting her in person. There is a picture floating around this internet, of me and Kenny Ryan laughing that I have to say myself looks like the epitome of Black girl joy.
Yes. I have to find this
so
picture.
Joyful. It was so joyful. I mean, that picture says it all, but it was a standing room only, packed out audience, and the energy there was also palpable. Everybody was so excited. I mean, the excitement is warranted. I've been really happy seeing the reviews come back for this book, hearing people say they read it in 24 hours, 48 hours. I'm like, really? It's almost 400 pages. People are like, I need more. I need more. But I understand why, but it was so fantastic. So the author's pavilion, it was that that part of Essence Festival was absolutely incredible. I haven't heard anybody talk about that, but it was, it was books galore. It was like a magical bookstore within the exhibition space. They pulled that off so beautifully. And the Mahogany Books team is working overtime. Shout out to Ramunda. It's just and Bree, like it was absolutely
that's
incredible. Awesome. So that was, and then I tried to see Maxwell, but he came on past my bedtime. I went to the show the first night.
Yes, we heard about the concert starting really late.
Yes. I tried. I would for Maxwell, because I was rushing everybody from dinner. I was like, okay, I'm not going to miss a note.
That was the other thing I wanted to ask you. So who did you see at the concert?
Yes.
Where did you go eat? What did you eat? What did you wear? Who did you see there that you saw?
What did you wear? Who did you see? I need to do. Yes. Okay, so I do not remember. We went to one restaurant that was really good. I have to find the name of the restaurant because it was so good. But it was we did some off the beaten path foodie kind of places because our editor's husband, Chelsea Johns, our editor, was responsible for the exquisite choices of restaurants. We went to 2 restaurants, incredible. I did go to Cafe du Monde and have my beignets.
The beignets
I did do that, and yes. I had some beignets at our hotel, which the Cafe du Monde beignets. I was like, okay, well, if I do nothing else, I'm going to have these little beignets. But the Cafe du Monde ones were my favorite. Yes. I had to go to the original, but I got to walk the streets of the French Quarter very early in the morning. I got up and kind of did, because my new book that I'm working on, my Jane Allen book, is the characters, the Shapeshifter book.
That's
the characters come from New Orleans, just outside of New Orleans and from New Orleans. So there's a scene that takes place in the French Quarter very early on, and I wanted to see the locations and get the feel of the place. I have to walk the land of my settings in my books, and I have to get the feel of the energy and plug in, which is how I bring it to life in the books. Mm-hmm. So I had a chance to walk through the French Quarter. It was kind of in the early morning. Nobody was in the street. I was able to just taste, smell, taste the beignets, but kind of feel the air. There's an energy there for sure. There's an energy there. It's it was amazing. So I haven't been for over 20 years, and I was so young I don't really remember, because 20 years ago I was 5. So I was just crawling out of my mom's womb. That's right. 20 years ago I just got here.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm sticking to. So yeah, so that was incredible. And what did I wear? Of course, I can't remember. I had a turquoise dress for the panel. I remember that because I was going for colors.
Yes. Oh, the turquoise and the yellow. Like you were just, they couldn't miss you.
Yes. I feel like we as brown people should, have more color the better.
Yes.
So I like to do jewel tones. I think
it looked good on you.
So I saw Glorilla. It's 7 p.m.
right.
Friday. It was definitely 95 degrees.
Yeah. It was definitely 95 degrees.
I ain't got no. But I did have a spin the block moment though.
What's that? Ooh. Elaborate, please.
I mean, the block spun and then it spun away. We had a little spin the block moment. I ran into somebody from my past at Essence.
And
that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, then that's all you're going to say.
There's really nothing to report.
Okay.
But it was a spin the block moment.
Okay.
Which I may turn into a nice little story.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. And then from Essence, I headed to DC. So Malcolm's doing some solo spots. So he's in part of the tour is sponsored by Sable the Bourbon. So some of the stops Malcolm's doing solo.
Yeah.
And then some of them it's the two of us together. So DC, we were there for 3.5 days. The first event was a private Sable Bourbon event, which I'm going to talk about later in Health and Healing because it was around brotherhood. There was a big discussion around brotherhood.
Oh, dope.
And I have some things to say. So I'll save that for Health and Healing because I think there's some things to hear about that.
Okay.
But then we had our event at the MLK Library right downtown in DC. It was amazing. And then it was a tornado.
Wait, what?
Girl, we were sitting.
The weather's been weird.
The weather outside was frightful.
Like seriously, like no, but like, was this around the same time? And this is going to sound very kind of insensitive because I just haven't been keeping up. But the floods that happened.
It was after.
That happened at 4th of July, right?
This was after.
So this was after. Okay.
But people were on the way, and I mean, we were getting ready to hit the stage, and the tornado sirens were literally going off.
What? In DC?
Yes. The tornado sirens. I was like, but people still showed up anyway. But there were some people that we saw in the next day that was, I was coming, but the weather was so bad that some people really had to turn around it was flash flooding, flood warning, but we still had almost to capacity audience. Another beautiful, beautiful grand auditorium. It was so beautiful. And Glory Edom was our moderator. I love Glory. She's so wonderful.
Yes.
And if you see my recap, she's so cute. She just cut her hair. She looks so good. I was
so
like, oh,
good.
Girl.
I can't have my hair that short.
She looked good. I was
really
like, it looks so good on her.
Yeah, it looks great on her.
It looks so good on her. So she was a great. It was a really, really great discussion. It's so fun to have these different discussions unfold and see what different aspects. There's so much to talk about with the book. Yeah. So to see what different aspects of the book come out. So that was fun. So and then we hit the Delta Convention, which was amazing.
So then what's your next stop on the tour?
Detroit, where I am right now.
Yeah.
Back to the D. And then we did local television, which was fun. I was in the newsroom at DC9. This is another little short tidbit, but for Black Girls Must Die Exhausted, Tabitha Walker, she's a reporter. Everybody's like, how did you get the details so accurate? Because my sister is a news reporter. She's now the evening anchor at DC9, Leslie Foster. Hi, sister. And
I didn't know she did. Is this new that she's now the evening anchor?
No, she's been the evening anchor for a little while.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I always thought morning.
She was.
Okay, before. So I was right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, I didn't make this up.
But her career trajectory. So I knew so much about how the trajectory goes because of Leslie. And then I was in the newsroom and I was like, oh, Tabby. I just made me think of Tabitha. And I was like, here's a little bit of trivia. And so I got to see Leslie. I was so excited. So yes. So that that was a lot of fun. And I, in particular, walking through the newsroom, because it just made me think. I was like, "Where's Tabby? Where's Tabby Walker?" But yeah, so fun times, and that is about the recap of the tour of what I'm on right now.
Yeah, so far, because there's
so
other
far.
You're coming to LA, yes? Or did I make that?
I'm not coming to LA. I'm not coming to LA. But we may stay tuned, because there has been such an overwhelming response.
Oh, they might add some more stops,
so we might have some more stops.
Okay, good.
And this is book 1 of 3, by the way. So.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
But still,
we're just kicking it off. But yeah, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So,
all right, fine.
But it's
I'll be patient. I'll be patient.
Girl, be patient. But get your read on it. If those listening, if you have not somehow in the world, you've not picked up your book, the audiobook does drop on July 15th. So if you're hearing this and it's after July 15th, the audiobook has already dropped. If it's before July 15th,
that's
then
in a few days.
It drops on July 15th. The audiobook will be available if you're an audio reader. But everybody's loving this book. There's just absolutely no reason not to buy it and read it. Even if you're not a reader, you're gonna love it.
You will.
It unfolds cinematically. People are echoing that.
Like,
it's
seriously,
so exciting.
Like, y'all be writing. I started. I haven't finished it, and so I'm going to be finishing.
On your trip? Are you saving it?
On my trip, yes, I'm saving it, because I'm going to be sitting in the backyard drinking margaritas. Because my father-in-law margaritas are A1, and Liz will be playing in the water. And I'll be finishing my best man book, and I will be texting you. I've been holding my responses.
I can't wait. Because your feedback is top notch. So I cannot wait to. But yeah, I've been excited to see all of the feedback echoed in the people reading it, and they're just so happy. I'm like, I just feel so happy to be able to make people happy at this time, in this moment, and just give people an escape to a place to go heal. For 24 hours or 48 hours or however long it takes you to read the book. So
I've been savoring it.
What I'm on right now.
Because what I'm on right now is Love Island.
Right now? Ooh.
I've been obsessed. Now,
I heard this is very addictive. Listen, I've never watched it.
Well, okay. So
what is Love Island on? How do you watch it?
So the USA version is on Peacock.
Okay.
So I was introduced to Love Island several years ago. The Love Island UK version, season 5, which is the best season of Love Island. And it was great, but it was also really bad, because every other Love Island, it didn't live up to that one, because that was literally the best one. You could not write a better season than season 5 of Love Island UK, except for this one. So Love Island Season 7, Love Island USA Season 7. Okay, I was late to the party. Like an African person being late to the party. Like, I literally started watching it July 1st.
And when did it premiere?
Like, I don't even know when. But I caught up.
So you're really late.
I caught up. I watched all episodes except for the After Suns, which is 30 episodes? In like 4 days.
You really?
Yes, because I needed to know. I was Mark Antony. I need to know.
I need to know. Now you're making me want to watch this. I don't have a show right now, so I feel like, is this my new show?
Well, let me tell you why I love this season so much. Okay. So if you're like me, romance, they just don't do it like this. So, okay, it's a couple takeaways. Because if you start watching, I'm going to warn you, you're going to get really frustrated, because these kids, and yes, I call them kids because they're half our age, they do not know how to date. They just, they don't. They don't know how to date. And a lot of times they use certain therapy buzzwords to excuse their behavior.
Triggered?
Yes, I'm definitely, it's like, just because you say, I'm aware that I'm a fuckboy, but so if I show those tendencies, you can't get mad at me because I told you. No, I can still get mad at you.
You still have to have, there's another word called accountability. Nobody wants to talk about accountability, discipline. There are these other words in therapy that you do learn. So it's like, you can't just can't skim the top. You're supposed to, I mean, Yeah. Yeah. There's other therapy words that we need to incorporate, like discipline and accountability.
Okay. But setting that aside, there is a couple called Nicolandria.
Oh.
Nick, Nicholas, and Olandria. Nick is a kid from Florida. I think he's like 22, 24. He's young. All of them are young. And Olandria is from Alabama. I want to talk about Olandria for a second.
Please do. Please say it's good.
When they say...
I'm holding my breath right now.
Like AI. Oh, don't worry. It's great. AI, like if AI were to build a Black woman, it's Olandria.
Which it is building.
It's
really?
Olandria. This woman, without makeup, with makeup, in between, just stunning. The body is tea. The face card never declines.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
And she is a Southern gal who is more of a slow burn kind of person. Like she's not clingy. She takes her time, all of that stuff. There's an NSYNC song that says, God must have spent a little more time on you. It's Olandria.
Olandria.
It's her. It's her. Okay. Now, Nicholas. Now, I'm gonna link a breakdown of who Nicholas is. There's a woman that goes by Melanin Legend on TikTok, and she delivered an A-class TED Talk on Nicholas.
On Nicholas, is it good?
It's fantastic because she, people love this back and forth with Nick and Olandria because it did take time. They built this bond, this friendship, but they definitely had the hots for each other from episode 1. But then they were just distracted.
So was this a will they? So it's a will they, won't they?
Yeah, it's a little bit of will they, won't they. It's a little bit of friends to lovers. It's a little bit of forced proximity.
Friends to lovers,
forced proximity, like all of those tropes that you love in romance novels and movies and
in
all
real
the yada,
life.
yada, yada. In real life. And then you add how hot they are. It is incredible. Like they shared this kiss on episode 1 during a blindfold test, I believe. And you could tell that he was like, whoa. Like you can tell. You can just tell. And even Olandria was like, who the fuck was that? There are edits on TikTok that the Nicolandria hive, we watch on repeat.
The Nicolandria. Oh, you're part of a hive now.
Oh, I'm part of a hive.
Oh.
I don't know what we're going to do when the finale drops.
What are
on
you?
Sunday.
So there's competition for well, you can be in both hives, but if you've gone to a hive, in your fandom, then this is a whole nother level, which I'm already sold on. So now I feel like I need to become part of this hive because now you've told me that it's friends to lovers. You've told me that it's forced proximity. It's 2 hot people. One is a sister who with the mostest, and one is a fair-skinned brother trying to treat her right.
He's going to treat her right.
Okay.
He's going to treat her right. Like and the best part about this is they have no idea that we have been shipping them since the first episode. So they've been in this house clueless. Now Family Day is today.
No idea what you've been doing. What?
That we've been shipping them, like shipping them, like we've been wanting them to be a couple. And the Love Island gods blessed us with this opportunity because the Nicholas's girl that he was coupled up with was kicked off for some racist stuff, which freed him up to really go after her. And
Are you serious?
Yes, when I tell you, Melanin Legend got it right. I'm going to send you this after we finish this so that you can watch it. Unless you don't want to be spoiled. But when I say she got it down to a T of how Nicholas got him Olandria.
I need to hear all this, but I think I might need to. I think I could do the recap and then also see it after. I think I want to hear the recap.
Yes, because then you can pick up what I didn't pick up. Because like the things that she was pointing out, looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's right. it is. And then an astrologer came into the group chat and was like, they are soulmates. They've done this before. Like, because they've said this feels very familiar. Because their friendship, girl,
Love Island. I feel like this is what we all need. Because I don't know if you have a show and you're listening and you don't have a show yet. I don't have a show. That's why I am like, I feel like when times previously, because I told you I'm going to watch Love is Blind to the last golden goblet breaks in the sink. I'm going to watch it. I will be there. I don't care. I don't care how bad it gets because it has gone to a place.
Yeah, it's gutter.
That has alienated many of the original fans.
Yes.
I'm still there for it. So I will be there. But I don't have a show right now because obviously there's no new season. So.
Well, buckle up. Because you're going to watch Love Island and be like, oh my gosh.
We need escapes. We need this
is the perfect escape.
Like, what are people going to do after they finish reading The Best Man and they read all my other books before? Then they're going to need, so listen, we'll all be headed there together. We're going to row our little boat to the island in a hive. We're going to be a new hive.
Y'all, Love Island this season. I mean, because it was
the Love Island.
It was really frustrating because there was some fuckery happening. You're like, are you for real? Like, you'll see it. I'm not going to blow it for you. And anyone else that hasn't watched it.
We'll do a recap. I will come back to you the next episode next week, and then we will talk.
Okay, because then at that point the finale would have happened, and I'm sure
we're going to talk.
Well, and then whatever. Honorable mention: the music supervisor on this show needs to be awarded an Emmy. Just because when I say the songs be matching the scenes,
the songs,
the
vibe, the songs give the vibe.
And there's this one song, episode 21, if you know, you know, Soul Ties. That song is everywhere. It's everywhere now. It's everywhere.
Ooh.
I played it. I actually played it.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. So, when I'm not minding my Black business.
Yes, when you're not. Yes, when you're not minding your Black business.
Well, I have a quick one. So,
okay, please. Yes.
So I found in my Instagram feed first of all, I have been following Megan Good forever, and then when I would see her do her incredible, unbelievable gym regimen where I'm like, you know what? I have to realize that I'm not destined for greatness in this way. You know, I had to watch Megan Good, and I was like, I'm not destined for greatness in this way. I'm not going to achieve like this. Like, this is just a level that I'm
it's just not for me. It's okay
not
though.
For me. I'm not here for that. You know, when I was born, that wasn't my, it's just not. So I was like, but that's great. I love that for you.
Happy.
I love that for
my friend.
So I'm happy for my girl. Yes. So although she's not my girl because I don't know her, but she's my girl in my head. Mm-hmm. Anywho, I saw her on my feed with a whole new thing. She and her hubby, Jonathan Majors, are launching a whole new fitness brand called Honor Culture that is just based on their insane workouts. So the whole, it's honor with a 0 instead of a O. And the whole Instagram feed is just like built out of their like insane workout habits and also their insane bodies. There's no reason not to follow this Instagram account basically because it's just like really, it's amazing.
To know that it's possible. At least you know it's possible.
At least
I don't know if it's gonna happen to me either because I told you I'm in big back summer. This is the season I'm in. Sorry.
Well, this is big back in a different way. This is like lats that are like etched. I'm like, wow, what's happening? So, I mean, listen, whatever kind of big back summer you're looking to have, we got something for you.
You got both options. You got the one where I'm eating ice cream and drinking margaritas, reading The Best Man, or you have the Jonathan Majors, lats, big back, whatever that is.
I was just like,
both can exist at the same time.
Both can. Yes, Theoretically, because you can be scrolling honor culture while you're eating your ice cream.
Correct. That's what I'll be doing.
This is how these can coexist. They cannot coexist in your actual life.
No,
however.
no, it's one or the other.
There's no
Yes,
ice cream
true.
being consumed here in this realm. But no. This is like no dairy, no rice.
So you're just not eating. That's what it is.
No carbs. Yeah, it's protein shakes.
Okay.
It's protein. It's giving protein shakes. So, but I'm here for it. So, congrats to them. I mean, this is their lifestyle. So all they need to do is just put I mean, these are two incredibly hot people that have an amazing body. So all they have to do is just put an iPhone up in the living room, and they have a fitness brand. Because basically, you know what I mean. So I kudos to them. I think the ingenuity. I'm here for it. It's very smart. And out of whatever they're buying, I'm I potentially am selling. I'm not in the market for more protein powder, but if you can sell me something that could deliver me some more discipline,
word,
or B, just give me instant results, I am here for it.
You're like, I am here for it.
I'm here for it.
There is a protein powder that I found on TikTok, because sometimes TikTok shop gets me. I don't remember the name of it, but I will send you the screenshot, and so that you can taste it, because it's actually pretty tasty.
Okay, well, you have to tell me.
Yes, I'll tell you. It's really, really delicious, actually. Almond milk, and it's a banana pudding flavor. It's great. Okay, I'll share it with you.
I would love to hear it.
Now, as I mentioned, I'm in big back summer season. And so one of the hottest new places to eat in South LA is a hot dog stand that's ran by these two 15-year-old young Black men. It's called Glizzy Street Dogs. And the two owners are these twins, Chaz and Chase. Yes. They
Glizzy Street Dogs.
Glizzy Street Dogs. They are the 9th and 10th sibling of a group of 10 kids. And if you're in Long Beach, like I will be after my vacation, you can go get a Glizzy. And so
what is a Glizzy?
So people
Glizzy or Glissy?
Glizzy, Glizzy. People wait up to an hour for these hot dogs that are wrapped in bacon. Ooh. And then topped with sausage, topped with peppers, onions, ketchup, mustard, mayo, and like a special sauce. Is
this a up leveling of the street dog that we
pretty much
that is so the Los Angeles street dog?
Yes, so it's for $5. Yes, you can get yourself a Glizzy dog, and the reviews are 5 out of 5. I'll take 14 of those. Like,
really?
Yes, people have driven from Sacramento. People have been like I said, they're waiting for an hour for these dogs, and the hot dog cart is at their family's gas station, so it's in the parking lot.
Yes,
they saved their money. They bought like 2 dog carts. They now have an awning. They have merch now.
Watch this become a national chain.
1,000 trillion% it will.
Based in the streets of LA. You gotta love it. Go ahead on.
Yeah, so Glizzy Street Dogs.
Glizzy Street Dogs.
Yeah, so they I think the hours are like 4 to 8 p.m.
In LA.
I'm jealous. In LA. Or until they sell out, which they always do. So.
Well, now I have something else to revisit back in La La Land.
Support these young kings. I love that they've been wanting to start a business, and summer came around. They were like, instead of just sitting around and whatever, we're just going to start a business. So that they started with 1 cart, now they have 2, and the rest is history.
I think that hearing these stories, though, especially like now, people are thinking, oh, what should I start? I just saw something. It was My Treasure Box. Is a $100 million company, I believe, and it's personal wellness supplements, basically, that are like personal care, like, I don't know, things that you like, chlorophyll and personal hygiene.
A subscription?
No, it's sold on Amazon, but a Black woman started it, and it's $100 million company, $100 million in revenue at this point.
Wow.
So self-funded, and just started it. And I'm like, at this, I think we're all kind of thinking of options and possibilities. So the more stories that you can hear like this, where people just got started. And that's the main point of it, is just like just getting started with what you have, whatever the inspiration is. Like, no idea, like the Glizzy dog is, I mean, you've seen the Mexican, well, I don't know if it's all Mexican, but it's in LA.
No, in South LA.
It's like,
it's
it's
yes,
South LA.
Right.
It's, but it's
after the Beyonce concert, after the concert in SoFi, they're out there. Right. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Right. And the corn, the Mexican street corn.
Right.
And the hot dogs. So I'm like, you see that, and then you think, okay, well, it's already been done, I shouldn't do it. But these people do it. It's not that it's already been done. If it's like, if it's your idea, if it's your ministry, if it's something you can see all the way through, then there's no such thing. And it's like, you just start with what you have. Start small. Start with what you have. Start with what you know.
Absolutely.
That's so inspiring. It's so inspiring.
And like I said, the fact that they were like, I want to do something for the summer. I think that's part of it too. The narrative is that these two kids were like, we're just not going to sit around and just do nothing all day. We are actually going to go start a business. And that means I'm going to make some hot dogs, and that's it. Like, I'm sign me up.
Do what I know. Yeah.
Do what I know. I think that's so cool. So congrats to them.
Congrats to them. That's very inspiring.
Street Dogs.
Well, Jesus, take the wheel.
Well, you were just at Essence, right?
I was.
I don't know if you saw the video of this woman that was confronting another woman for stealing her purse, her wallet.
No, somebody stole her purse at Essence?
Someone stole her wallet. She tracked
out of her purse?
Yeah, I don't have all the details. All I know is she tracked the woman down, and she was yelling at the woman. She put an
air tag.
Maybe she put an air tag, but she tracked the woman down. She was yelling at the woman. Her daughter was there, the woman that did the stealing. The girl is crying because this woman is like going in, not physically touching this woman, but she's like,
she's going off.
She's going off. She's like, give me my wallet. Just give me my wallet. And it was a horrible thing to see, because now you have this moment in time that is now on the interwebs for the rest of both of these, everyone's life. And some of the people were like, oh, she's doing too much and blah, 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 which I didn't understand, because how would you feel if you're traveling and your wallet was stolen and there's fraud, activity? You don't have access to those funds. So
you don't have access to those funds. And when we took a trip when I was younger, my little grandmother, we took her to Paris. And she was a retired teacher. So she, it was limited. We went to Paris, but we went economy. Okay. It was, but we took this, she saved her little money, and she had her cash. She's, retired, worked, whatever, has her pension, not a lot of money, but she had her little money that she had saved up for the trip and everything. And we were on the train, and somebody pickpocketed my grandmother and stole her cash out of her purse. And it was so devastating to me when I was as a kid. Even I felt so bad, because my grandmother, she didn't have, we're out of the country, we're on vacation, we're away from home. She had her little money, her little money that she saved up. This little, this person, and somebody. It hurt my heart so bad that somebody would steal from her and take from her. I just remember crying. Like, I was just so upset for my that somebody would do that to my grandmother. And I think people don't really, whatever people's circumstances are, so you can't be thinking about the person that you're doing that to.
Like, what do you mean she's doing too much? It's okay. So it's either you steal yourself, right, or you just haven't been on vacation and had that happen to you, so you don't know how devastating that could feel. But
you're stranded.
That's not the point. This is the point. Here's my petition.
There's a petition.
This is my petition, y'all.
Everybody get your pens out.
Bring back shame. Bring back shame. Because we've gotten too comfortable with things like this where we can say, oh, you doing too much, or well, you not in front of the girl, not in front of her daughter, bring back shame. This
That's
lady,
crazy.
the way that this lady was calm, the one who stole the woman's wallet, while this woman was in her face, she was way too calm for me, which felt like
she knew she was wrong.
She knew she was wrong, and she's done it before. There wasn't any like, no, I didn't do that. You get up. None of that. It was just like, she literally was like, oh, you caught me. Okay. And she didn't even go in the bag to give the woman the wallet back. It was the other person. There was another person in the scene that was going through the bags and then found the wallet. And okay, mother to mother, I know it can be a lot. We want to ensure that our babies live their best life, because if they're not doing better than you did, then what's the point? Right? I get that. But you need to do better. Right. You just need to do better. Okay? Right. Because like, you don't think I'm sitting up here thinking about scamming at all moments of my day? I think about scamming all the time. Because I see what y'all be doing, what y'all be getting at scamming. But you know what I like better? Freedom.
You said freedom. And also, that little girl, when people are like, she's doing too much, that little girl is not going to sit there and be scarred by or be impacted in a negative way by that woman yelling at her mother about stealing. That little girl would be most impacted in a negative way following the example of her mother without recourse or repercussion or accountability stealing. You don't, the example is being set. So what might have happened is the woman that checked her mother in front of her stopped that young woman, that young lady from repeating to know, because you idolize your parent. If your mother is doing that in front of you with you, you see that and it's normalized. So at least she got to see some kind of in the moment. You never know what the universe is putting together. That might have saved that little
girl's life. You're absolutely right. I just want us to not only bring back shame, but bring back self-control.
Yes.
Yeah. Bring back self-control. Bring back asking help. For help. Like, clearly, if you are stealing for funds to fund a lifestyle that not only supports yourself and your daughter, then like, just do better, y'all. Like, I was really, out of that whole scene, it was the girl she was crying. It was definitely out of embarrassment. And I felt really bad for her, because now that video is all over the internet. People are talking about her mom. But to your point, that maybe this is a moment for the universe to step in, and maybe that will be an unforgettable moment for her. So she's not
going to do that.
The things that her mom was doing.
Because her mom's not showing her. Now, this is actually a theme for this week, because I did not have this as a Jesus like, take the wheel, but I did see this video, and and I saw it earlier today on the flight. Charlemagne was talking about bringing back accountability, because with all of these, accusations, and particularly the Diddy conviction pending sentencing, people are like, oh, they're just trying to take down a black man. And Charlemagne was like, hold up. When do we start to talk about accountability?
Okay.
When do we start to talk about discipline?
Okay.
And he's like, straight up and down, 100% the brother was lacking discipline. He's like, when do we talk about the drug use and what was going on in the abuse of women?
Like,
and look, when do we talk about those things? Because those things happen. And yes, we don't want to see one of our legend, like, somebody who's had a positive impact in our lives, but in our community, we have to start talking about everything all together. Because I think that we get close, we protect each other, we close ranks, especially when times are hard, and we're like, oh no, you can't talk about, my cousin, my brother, whatever. But we need to talk about that. As a community, we need to talk about that, because who gets preyed upon when that person does wrong? Our own community. We do.
Period.
That's who they wind up victimizing. They wind up victimizing within the community. So we do need to talk about those things. So I mean, I think this is a much broader, bigger topic, but on the topic of accountability and discipline, but that comes along with it. So, you know, Charlemagne was talking about it, and I think there's a bigger conversation to be had, because I do think that the discipline that our prior generations instilled and the pride in our community, ourselves, in the 50s and the civil rights movement, it was a survival necessity. I do think that we would lose treasures that have been carefully cultivated across generations of our culture if we lose that discipline, if we lose that accountability, if we lose holding each other accountable and ourselves accountable, and being able to say, do better. I know you regardless of your circumstances, this stands alone. This stands apart from that. Do better. You can say that. You can hear that. You can receive that. You can think about what that means for you. And to be part of the community and say to another brother or sister, do better. Period. That is an offer that I think when people rail against that, it's an instinct, it's an ego-driven instinct. Well, no, you don't want to hurt their feelings, but we're beyond feelings at this point. We're in survival mode.
Yes.
We look around.
That's it. It's like, it's clear that that's a cry for help. It's clear that there isn't, I don't know, I can't speak for what community she has around her, but when I see that, my immediate thought was, she needs help. She doesn't have it. So she's had to resort to doing things like this. But
in front of her daughter.
That embarrassment, I could not live with if my daughter looked at me or cried for me like that in that situation. That's what stops me from scamming.
Girl, that's otherwise you would be Anna Delvey.
I'm telling you, girl, I like nice things. I'm telling you.
Otherwise you'd be Anna Delvey.
I like nice things, but I like my wrists without handcuffs way more.
Without the clank clank. And you can't get your nails done if you were in the clank.
I can get my nail done in prison. Do you see this skin? This skin would not be this skin in prison.
Listen,
this
by
hair
the way,
would not look this way in prison. I can't. No,
can't do it. Cannot. You're not built for that life. Let me. By the way, on the skin tip, didn't you tell me about Huda's baking spray?
Yes. Did you try
it?
Got
me through the whole tour.
Girl,
all the humidity.
I'm telling you, that
got me through the whole tour. I don't have it on right now, but that spray, the Huda Beauty baking spray,
best in the business,
got me through the whole tour. All that heat and humidity, the sweat, all the photographs, everything that had to happen.
Yes.
Oh, so thank you for that. Because when I was I went to go to Sephora. I was on 5th Avenue. I had to run in for last minute right before the book event, and I was like, I need some setting spray. They were like this or this or the Huda. I was like, Nicole, she wears the Huda. Nikki T, the skin. I know which one. The Huda. I was like, give me the Huda. She's like, you sure? She tried to give me some. I was like, don't do it. Just put your hand on it and hand me that, and I get to go. I get to
my
go.
Girl, use Huda. Don't even try it.
Whatever she used, I use it. I was like, do not pass. Go, hand me that bottle. It got me through the whole tour. Thank you very much. I will be using, and I was so pissed first minute because the bottle, I was like, oh no, I thought it was over what the airlines would let me take, but it's exactly at 100 milliliters.
Oh, okay, good.
So you can fly with it, because I was like, I am taking this. I don't care. This is coming with me. I was like, if I have to ship this to myself, FedEx, and pick it up in my next city, I'm taking my Huda with me. So it is. Thank goodness, it is exactly 100 milliliters. It goes right in my bag.
Yes, it is so good.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have 2 more segments, y'all. Thank you for rocking with us. I need to drop into health and healing real quick, because it actually is part of what we were talking about. And we, on tour, we had this conversation. I teased this. I was talking about it in the prior segment about the book tour recap, but we had a conversation with a group of brothers, and it was about brotherhood. And I've had quite a few conversations resulting from this book with men. And one of the concepts was, and in particular, what the best man is showing is this growth trajectory for Black man maturing. And one that we don't get to always see so conventionally, which is so important because people, they have their feelings about Harper Stewart, honey. Oh my goodness. But what you're watching is he like becoming a version of the best man or getting to be a better man. You're watching him grow.
That's right.
Even though he is frustrating. But I've heard so many men talk about the need to be able to grow and grow in peace. And I was like, this is, and meaning this.
Was it mean mature in peace? Is that what you're saying?
Well, grow in peace, mature in peace. But here's the concept.
Okay.
When somebody grows, when somebody's immature, they do what they're doing. We're all immature because we all have maturity ahead of us, right? We're all immature in some respects. We do some hurting of other people. And then hopefully we grow. Some people do not, and they continue to hurt in the same ways. Some people grow out of that and they become a whole nother person. They are no longer, when you grow, you are not the person that you were anymore. The person that you used to be is not you. They don't exist. They don't exist in any timeline. They're not available to anyone. You don't even have access to that person. But if you've hurt somebody or you're in a relationship with people and the person that you used to be who looks like you but isn't you did some hurting, you're held to that being that person that you're no longer, who you are no longer. And so part of growth and maturity is not just the person doing the growth and maturing, but also the people around you who have to do some forgiving and some releasing. And so that was what I was hearing from men in general, is like, we don't really have the space to grow and mature freely because we're constantly being held to the person that we used to be, and we're being asked to answer all the way for this person that doesn't exist anymore. And it's like I've let this person is gone to me too. They're not there. And if I'm growing, I'm learning, I apologize, but you can't punish me for who I used to be because I'm not that person. You can't come with me with punishment, wanting to basically hurt me for the hurt that person caused you. That looks like me, but isn't me. And so that's what I was hearing from a lot of men in terms of like growth and health and healing and maturity. And I don't know if that might be part of what is causing this lack of accountability. So we live in this social media culture where things seem to feel more permanent than they actually are. It's like we have a image that, like a video that's going to get is fixed. Everything's recorded. Everything is fixed permanently. So we don't have that opportunity to move past who we used to be, or we have to continue to answer for who we used to be when we're trying to be who we want to be, or we're trying to be who we are now. And then we have this sort of punishment culture, which is very different from accountability. Punishment culture is very different from accountability.
Yeah.
It's very different. And I think it's so
that's a good point.
So the challenge I'm just reporting back, y'all. I'm just reporting back from the field. I'm like, this is Jane Allen reporting from the field. This is what I had heard. So I had heard the brothers is trying to grow, but some of us
won't let them be great.
We try to hold them to who they used to be. And they were like, let me be great. And so there's a big difference. I've been thinking about this. I do not have all the answers, Sway. However, I have some. And and part of it is really trying to figure out that balance between wanting to punish versus holding accountable. Holding accountable says, here's the standard. Do you meet the standard? Yes or no? Do you meet that standard? You're not meeting that standard. Do better.
Right.
Do better is accountability.
But
punishment is you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you.
Right.
I'm going to make you uncomfortable because the person that hurt me looks like you, even if you have grown past that. So that's match that same energy, but you don't want to match that energy. That's not what we're trying to do. That's punishment. We are not trying to match that same energy. We're trying to take the higher road. We're trying to model the energy that we want to receive. If you're matching that energy, then you've gone to the place that the person who hurt you resides.
That's a word, because you know we always saying keep that same energy, but
don't match that energy. Don't match it. Yeah, hold it. Yeah. So so I think that's another gift of our culture, is always being able to hold that higher vision, hold that higher space, and then hold people accountable.
That's a
in
word
that
right
you
there.
can't come to me as the same person that you were. I'm going to check where you are. I do this, which I was like the block spinning, because when the block spun at Essence, I was like, now we have exactly 2 hours and some change to figure out if you that same person or you have evolved.
Right.
Because the conversation was, well, I don't know what was the deal, what happened. I happened, whatever it was my fault, I'm sure. I happened whenever, especially my 20s, I told you.
Yes.
But whatever it was, but I was like,
because you're an
good
Aquarius.
reason. Yeah, I had good, exactly. I was like, I had good reason though, whatever it was. But I was like, let me see what the deal is. And within 2 hours, I was reminded exactly what the issue.
Wow, and that person hadn't evolved.
No,
now, if you
exactly
were petty, you would have kept that energy and did whatever you said. But she was like, you know what? It's good. It's okay.
I glided away to my panel.
You sure did.
I'm like, I'm like, I send you in peace. I bless you, and I send you off with a do better and highest expectations. But there's no I would take a call in the future. I would take a call, but I'm still gonna do the same. Are you the same person test? I'm still gonna find out. I still want to know, have you grown? There's always space for someone to show growth. I'm not trying to punish. I'm not like, I used to be like that. I'm like, I'm just never going to speak to you again. But now, but
now it's you're giving, you know what it is? It's grace. That's what it is. It's grace. And I think
and instant forgiveness, because I don't have to punish.
Instant forgiveness,
because you could change. It could be a different person. That person could grow and just become a different person at any moment. Instant forgiveness of who you've been, but I don't have to hold myself and engage
right
when the standard hasn't been met. Instant forgiveness, for sure.
That's a thing. Instant forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we really hold tight to that forgiveness, boy.
We really do.
We hold on to it, and we be like, well, I'm like, no, instant forgiveness.
What you did, yeah, instant forgiveness.
Wow.
Instant forgiveness. Like, oh. And I've been working, when somebody does something hurtful to me, I'm like, oh, I had that whole conversation with myself, like, I'm not this, I'm never gonna, whatever. And then I have to, like,
so immediate, it's like, nope, I'm gonna instantly forgive you.
That's the battle I do with myself. Me and myself, we do battle in that moment, because my ego, that part of me is like, oh, that, they're wrong, that person did that, I'm never. So all the ways of protecting myself. And then the higher version of me,
the higher
is like,
vibe,
girl,
the higher version of yourself is like, girl, just
you
let
never
it go.
know. And it doesn't matter. Just leave the space.
You know what? Because you're absolutely right. Because again, where we talk about energies and being high vibes and all that jazz, and we tell ourselves we need that space to have that moment, which I think you do. But I think the danger in that is allowing yourself to go there when you can just instantly let it go. So you don't even have the time to give yourself the space to do this, that, and the third. They never this and blah, blah, blah.
But sometimes you need, sometimes you might need to pop it off like this in the mirror. I have some voice notes
that you never send. But
my old me would have sent them. But I'm like, the new me, just a voice note.
The new me is just, But I think there is something to practicing instant forgiveness that I think could be very very healing, honestly. And then you can use that energy for other things instead of just going through the motions of such. So there's a balance. There is a balance, but it's interesting to hear that the brothers are growing and we just now, some of us are not letting them be great. Noted. We hear you.
Noted. Some of us are not letting them be great, and they look, they might be growing slowly.
At least they're growing. Well, this is actually really good because going into the What's Good, aka Delululand segment. This is more good. What's Good versus Delululand, but you know, if you guys aren't on Threads, you should definitely be on Threads. Like I love Threads. Threads is, I don't know. Threads is like, it's very cathartic. It's
community. I've been on Threads more than usual.
Yes,
my presence on Threads is increasing.
It's a different vibe there, and I love it. So there's a thing called Woman to Woman. Reddit, I guess you can say, whatever it is. It's not Reddit, but it's on Threads.
It's a thread, like Black Threads.
Hello,
Black Book
it's called
Threads.
Yeah. Yes, it's called Threads. Okay, Woman Thread. And this one was, what's something you wanted in a man until you got it and realized it meant nothing? Girl, the responses were top tier. I'm going to give you some. Here's some of the best ones. A man that wanted a wife and children, different than a man wanting to be a husband and a father. Okay.
That's so deep. That's deep on so many levels. That's if you know. That's a maturity in that statement alone. That is very deep.
Okay. A man who says, I don't argue because he shuts down and avoids accountability.
Okay.
An honest man, but honesty without compassion is cruel. Okay. Money and stability. She said, then I realized I just wanted my own, so I got it. This woman said, I didn't know what I wanted. I just knew that I was supposed to want it. A man with emotional awareness, but what she wanted was emotional availability.
That's very different.
Very different. And this one got a lot of heat. A man of faith.
Oh,
I'm not going to elaborate. If you know, you know.
Listen, we need to have story time episodes because I have plenty of stories.
I know your ass got some stories.
I dated a man once who was a man of faith and was in a cult.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Definitely story time. Or you can write it in a book. So the men started entering the group chat. And they said, it was like they were seeing this and then processing it at the same time. And then this one guy was like, so you mean, I'm just using this voice because that's how it sounded like I was typing it. So you mean money doesn't mean anything if I'm not around? And then the ladies were like, yes. That's
they were like, what?
Exactly.
Yikes. But it's probably his first time hearing it. You know what? Because we'll finish what you're going to say and then I'll give my little.
So he went on to say, you know, this is enlightening. You can sense a sigh of relief from watching all of these responses come through. He said it was humbling and revealing. Social media has made men think women want certain things, when from these comments, it seems the things women really do want is a strong connection, emotional and physically safe, to be seen, heard, and validated, actions to align with words, integrity and morals. You don't need to be 6'3" or rich to provide any of that. Very enlightening. Thank you.
Wow.
That's what he said.
The brothers are trying to grow. You know who else is trying to grow?
Who?
Harper Stewart. Harper Stewart's trying to grow. No, but seriously, the brothers are trying to grow. So but I think that's a beautiful thing. And that was my takeaway from book tour. I mean, Jane Ellen reporting from the city near you.
That's men are wanting to grow. It looks good. Look, I would say growth is uncomfortable, but I think there is on the other side of it, truth, you know, safe space, it was really cool to see how transparent the women were and how willing the men were wanting to jump into the conversation. They weren't scared of it or intimidated by it. So shout out to the men who were actually listening and chiming in, and Threads. Thank you for providing this space, because it feels like this is a space where healing can actually happen.
Yeah. Well,
it's
this
very
is the
welcoming
healing
over there.
era. This is the era of our. I'm clear on that. I'm so clear on it. And I think learning how to speak to each other, and even if it needs to be through Threads or whatever, because sometimes when you're in relationship with somebody, it's too charged and there's so much emotion swirling. It's very hard to communicate. And I realize, when people's egos get bruised, like, you can't hear the truth, or when you're insecure. And I realized that when, like, just even basic things. And my dad said something to me about how something looked. And my ego popped. I was like, oh, my ego has entered the chat. I'm like, oh, my feelings are hurt. Now I have to, like, and I'm like, no, now I have actual honest feedback.
Yeah.
And if I can control my ego, there's so few people who are willing to give you an honest view of things, because they're afraid of exactly that, the emotional response.
Right.
And the ego popping up and, like, and that first emotional reaction is your ego. Your ego is bruised because somehow an offer of a point of view that is a do better point of view means that how you're doing right now is insufficient, but how you're doing right now and what you're doing right now is not you. The core you is always okay and capable of more. But we start to attach our sense of self with what we're doing and how we're showing up. And those are two different things.
Things.
And so when we hear a critique or we hear a feedback, or we hear you can do better, it's not you. It's you can do better. So hopefully that we're creating space to be able to hear and accept. And this is also to me, I notice it within myself. Somebody asked me, what is the question you're always asking yourself? It was Well Read Sisters. We did a virtual book talk. And she asked a really, really good question about what is the question you're constantly asking yourself. And I said, I'm constantly asking myself, what is the source of this emotion? What is the source of this emotion? I interrogate all of them. I feel it, and I ask myself, what is the source of it? And that's so important to know the root and the source of it. Is it something I need to pull up? Is it a weed, or is it a flower?
That's a nice visual.
Yeah.
What kind of flower is it?
If it's a good emotion, oh, maybe a blossoming, happy feeling. Or it could be a feeling of desire, longing. And that could be a flower because it's pointing me to something I want that I haven't been able to name yet. So I think of feeling of longing, which could feel like sadness. I actually welcome that feeling sometimes or even jealousy sometimes, or envy, jealousy, whatever. There's a root to that's pointing to something that you want. And it's only a weed if you want it as the way that someone else has it, because obviously that's not for you. Right. That's for them. So it could be a flower too.
All right, I'm going to use that visual from now on. Is it a weed or is it a flower? Is it a rose? Is it a sunflower? Tulip?
Is it a tulip?
Is it
a dandelion?
Birds of paradise? I love birds of paradise.
I love those are my favorites.
Yes, birds of paradise. Remember in our former neighborhood?
Yeah, I love that. Was my favorite thing about the neighborhoods in LA, with the birds of paradise everywhere.
And then those flowers that were growing on these trees that will always smell so good. I don't know what kind of whatever. Anyways,
we have to figure it out.
We have to figure it out.
Well, the final word.
Final word.
We've given people more than an hour of power. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode.
Yes,
we very much do. Make sure, before we give the final word, I have to say, make sure you follow, subscribe, like this podcast wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Make sure to follow us on social media. We are Out of Office Pod on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, right?
One of them has a full name podcast. One of them has pod. You'll find it.
You'll find us.
It's if you go to TikTok, you find us there, and just search for us, and then all the links are up there, especially on our TikTok page. And
and it's on our Instagram page too.
Yes,
with all our episodes. Yep. So make sure you tell a friend. Don't just listen alone. Tell a friend. We're actively growing our community, and we would love to have you and add your friends to the group chat as well.
Yes, room. There's plenty of room.
There's plenty of room. So what's the final word?
My final word is your gut has been right this whole time. Ooh. Stop outsourcing your intuition to people who benefit from your confusion.
That's a word. Well, my final word is you don't need full faith for the full journey. You just need enough for today.
Okay, just for today.
Just for today.
What did Jesus say? Worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Faith of a mustard seed. Just for today. Literally. Just for this moment right now.
Yeah.
For today.
Well, we missed you guys. Thank you so much for listening in. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye.